Hey, TVs, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are. It's Monday, and that means it's time for our horoscopes. That's right. It's been a little while since we've done this because everything's been in the way with technical problems and traveling and all. But here we are. And you guys have been saying, Psychic Bob, we want our horoscopes, and I wouldn't forget you. So, today we're going to go around our big Zodiac wheel. How you like that? Those of you new here, you may not have seen this. We use this as our illustration guide, and it has all the signs of the Zodiac. There's the sun in the middle. So we're going to look at that today. Before we get in that, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came up to yesterday's video. I had a lot of fun. We did What's in My Bag, and if you didn't see that, check it out. It's in the video queue right before this video. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it, so definitely go over there and see it. You guys are always awesome. Well, we're going to go around and our wheel in a minute here, but I thought we'd start with just kind of a quick overview of what's going on this week. Just so you know, today's horoscope information is for Monday, June 26th, 2017 to Sunday, July 2nd, 2017. Okay, so 6:26 to 7:02. Okay, so there you go. And a lot of you have been saying, Psychic Bob, where do you get your horoscopes from? Well, these are my own horoscopes. You won't get them anywhere else. I don't take them from other astrology sites. These are my own creation. I study the transits, and I put them together. So we're going to see what this week has. Well, here we are. It's Monday. I know this is out a little late, but those influences are still helping us today. And by the way, our sun today is in the sun sign of Cancer. And Cancer is the crab here on our wheel. Cancer does not mean the disease. It's the Latin word for crab, okay? So there's Cancer. That's what we're in. We moved the sun. This is the sun sign is in Cancer now. So happy birthday to all of our Cancers. And the sun moved into Cancer on June 21st this month, so last week. So we got that wonderful Cancerian energy, very powerful. Today our moon is in Leo, which is a fire sign. That brings energy and power to our day. We've got our moon trine Neptune, as well as our moon sextile Jupiter. This is a wonderful day. This is what I call your power negotiation day. Look within, know your knowledge, share it, get out there. It's a great day for business. It's a great day to close deals. It's a great day to be seen and to be heard. So feel brave within yourself and conquer the day, okay? Wonderful day. Now, all that energy you spend today, you'll get a little rest tomorrow, because on Tuesday, the 27th, our moon has some challenging aspects. Our moon is going to be square Venus tomorrow, and we also have Mercury square Jupiter and Mercury square, Mercury is square Jupiter and the moon is square Venus. What these square aspects means is tomorrow you kind of want to just chill out. This negative aspect for Venus may make it hard to have interpersonal relationships tomorrow. And with Mercury square Jupiter, it means it may be challenging to have negotiations, particularly business negotiations. We've got the planet Mercury trine Neptune, which is a favorable aspect. And that trine Neptune aspect for Mercury does mean that you'll have a lot of inner knowledge. So it's a good day to be slow to speak, listen really to the voice within, and that's really where your power is. Tomorrow on Tuesday, kind of go with the thought, silence is golden, okay? And you'll get through the day fine. On Wednesday, it's interesting. We have a very fascinating week. It's got a little bit of a roller coaster week here. Our moon moves into Virgo on Wednesday, and our sun is going to be, sextile the moon, and then we also have the moon in opposition to Neptune. And what all that means is, on Wednesday, you may have a little sense of challenge and sense of feeling your inner self, knowing your kind of inner voice. Stick to the facts. That Virgo moon gives us power to see what's before us and to be logic-centered. So on Wednesday, go with what's in front of you. Trust the facts. Trust logic. Not such a good day to go with your gut. Really stay focused on the facts. That's how you get through Wednesday just fine. On Thursday now, Thursday is going to be a much funner day because we have a lot of exciting aspects. Thursday the 29th, we've got our moon sextile Mars. brings up some firepower. We've got our moon sextile Mercury, open communications, and our moon is trine Venus. And so all of that together means it's going to be a day of sexy fun, flirtation. You're going to look good. You're going to be flirtatious. It's a good romance day. So make Thursday about just having fun, you know. Not a lot of energy for seriousness that day. It's much more of a social day, okay? So goof off a little bit and have fun. And that day you'll have a good day. On Friday, the 30th of June, this is going to be kind of a quiet day. Not a lot going on astrologically. Our moon moves into the sign of Libra that day. And this is what I call the day of quiet optimism. You know, you're going to start to see the bigger picture. You're going to feel connected with your outer world and inner world. Just spend that day and rest, okay? And I'll tell you, really, the good energy and the vibes you get on Friday are going to be what carry you through the weekend. The weekend from the July 1st and July 2nd may be a little challenging. We have a lot of square aspects that day. We have a Libra moon. That's really the only thing that's saving the weekend, because Libra kind of balances out those extremes. It's the scales of the zodiac. But on Saturday, our moon is square Mars, our moon is square Pluto, and our moon is square Mercury. All of those are negative aspects. Don't let that overwhelm you. Again, remember the Libra moon brings balance, okay? So what that means, that's a challenging day. It's going to be a challenging day to be on the same page with people, to have communications, and to get people to see the longer term vision or the bigger picture. Not going to happen. Better just to stay silent. Kind of like earlier in the week, you know, we had on Tuesday, we're talking about silence is golden. Same thing applies on Saturday. And I have to tell you, the same sort of energies carry through on Sunday. But don't worry, because, again, we still have that Libra moon. That's going to take the edge off a lot of the day. But just know that you might be challenged. I know it's kind of the holiday weekend, that weekend with 4th of July coming. Maybe not the best time to try to organize big parties over the weekend. May not be the best time. I think a smaller gathering or even solitary time for at least Saturday and Sunday would be good. And that'll get you through into next week, okay? All right, well, there you go. Well, we're going to go around our big wheel here. We're going to look at each zodiac sign. Excuse me, guys. I've been talking a lot today. My voice is gone. So we're going to look at each zodiac sign. Now, if you don't know your sign, listen up, because after each zodiac sign, I give the birth date range. So when you hear the sign that has your birth date range, the range that your birthday falls in, that's your sign, okay? So everybody listening, you will get a reading today. So listen closely. All right. Well, starting on our zodiac wheel, our first sign here is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, this week, you really, you know, Aries, you have a lot of firepower, but there's a lot of negative aspects this week that could really set you off. So it's better that you stay out of the fray. Aries would do well to make most of this week really a week of quiet contemplation. If you can do a retreat, that would be good. In terms of work, you know, do what you have to do, but don't go into the drama of the office or your work environment. And same thing in relationships. Probably just want to keep everything calm. Not a great week for love or for jobs for Aries. Don't panic, though, because your firepower allows you to be shielded from the drama, okay? Your key word this week, Aries, is stillness. All right. Our next sign is Taurus, April 21st to May 20th. You know, Taurus, you have a little bit similar situation to Aries this week. People around you are going to be a little erratic. There's going to be a little misunderstandings. Try to stay out of that. You know, the good thing about Taurus is you have that earth energy that grounds you. Stay in your center. Stay grounded. Stay within yourself. Taurus, you're a natural leader, but people right now around you are not ready to be led. So stay out of the fray. Next week will be better for you, okay? Also highlighted for Taurus this week are issues connected to financial reviews. So it's a good time to stop, look at your financial portfolios to see if you want to set up a new savings plan, something like that. Focus on your finances. Stay out of everybody's drama. You're going to be fine, okay? Your key word this week, Taurus, is meditate. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. You know, Gemini, this week, you know, you have that air energy. There's a lot of fire energy this week. A lot of people are going to be drawn to you. They're going to be looking to you to kind of give the answer. Don't feel pressured this week, Gemini, to have to, take charge and set things right. Remember, like we were saying earlier, a lot of people this week are going to be a little scattered. There's a little zany energy. Geminis, if you must give a response to anybody this week, stop, reflect, take your time, craft your response. That way you will be the one that's grounded, focused, and centered. You're going to find, particularly in the work area this week, Gemini, that everybody wants you to be the problem solver. That's okay. Take your time with that. Don't feel the need to rush. They're dependent on you, and you will be awesome, okay? In relationships also this week, Gemini, I can't talk today. I want you to also be very slow to speak, okay? If you're having feelings for that special someone and you want to share that, approach it gently, because everybody around you is going to be a little high-strung, so you don't want to come off in an extreme way, and then they'll think you're a stalker, okay? Take everything slow, okay? Don't rush. Don't let anybody rush you. People will wait, okay? Also highlighted for Geminis this week are issues connected to creative writing. So if you've been wanting to write a book, write a poem, write a song, go ahead and try that. Put your hand to paper and see where it takes you. Your keyword this week, Gemini, is reflect. All right, our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, right now, you're kind of like the Geminis too. You're sharing a similar energy. You are in leadership role. The good thing is that Cancers, because you're so in touch with your own emotions, many of you are empaths, you're going to already feel the vibe and have a natural sense how to respond to people around you this week. And I have to tell you, similar to the Geminis, in the work area, don't feel like you have to compulsively act upon, you're taking time to reflect. Cancers will find that they're asked to kind of head up committees, be in charge of group events. This will be perfect, Cancer, because you have the right balance energetically to match this week's challenges and still be awesome, okay? In the area of relationships, Cancer, as well, you're going to find that you have a real sense that empathic ability is helping you connect to others. Relationships are going to be very positive one-on-one. It's the group events where the challenges will be, but one-on-one you're going to be awesome this week. Also highlighted for you this week are issues connected to artistic studies or pursuits. So you might want to take a drawing class or visit a museum. All right, your keyword this week, Cancer, is lead. All right, our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, you're also carrying that leadership energy. But your energy this week is going to be more focused in the sense of education rather than shouting commands. You're going to be the person that demonstrates the path, that leads the way through example. So try to think in your life, particularly this week, especially in work conditions, Leo. I want you to reflect back to a teacher who was very powerful and influential in your life. Let them be your guide. If they're, on earth, reach out to them, reconnect. And if they're in the spirit world, remember them and draw their spirit to you. Let the spirit of the teacher be your guide this week, and that's how you lead successfully. You may feel at times like you've got an unruly classroom of students, but you know how to discipline and get everybody organized without stepping on people too much. So you're going to have a good week. In the area of relationships, Leo, people are going to be awestruck with you. You have that star quality now, and you're going to find a lot of people having crushes on you. And if you're a single person, this is a good week because energetically you'll be able to draw whoever you want into your life. And if you're in a relationship, watch your spouse, because they're going to just fall in love with you as if it's all over, starting anew again. So there's a good energy of romance for you. Also highlighted for Leos this week are issues connected to music. Particularly, it looks like classical music. So be open to letting that classical music teach you lessons and open your soul. It can be a form of channeling for you. Your key word this week, Leo, is teach. Okay. Our next sign is Virgo, and that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos. This week does, as we've said, have a number of challenges in it. Virgo, where you're succeeding is that you've got the moon in your sign some days this week. And having the moon in Virgo, particularly on Wednesday forward, is definitely your power your power time. So, you know, take charge of things. But it's not a case, similar to the Leo, it's not a case of laying down the law. It's more like your presence is your power. Stay silent and observe this week. And what you're going to see is that people realize your presence, and then they'll settle down and listen to you, okay? Particularly in work, you're going to see that you lead again by example this week. In the area of relationships this week, Virgo, you may be a little challenged because that observation, that detached energy may be misinterpreted by people as that you're aloof or you don't care in terms of personal relationships. So, you know, you may have a little challenge because you have to shift gears into a much more personable energy in the outside of work. So try to be aware of that shift of energies and try to work with that so that you don't kind of put people off, okay? Not that you would intend to. It could have happened, though, just energetically, okay? Also highlighted for Virgos this week are issues connected to education. So if you're a Virgo and you've been thinking you want to go back to take some classes or make, you know, look at a degree program, focus on that also this week. Your key word this week, Virgo, is observe. All right, our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. You know, Libras, I think it's the Libras of the world that are keeping everybody on the page of sanity this week, because with all these strange transits and this up and down energy, Libra, you are the great balancer. And remember that your role this week in your work particularly is going to be that of balancer. You may find that co-workers around you are not focused, they're erratic, there's miscommunication. You might find yourself in the middle of other people's drama. Be the Libra in scales, be the balance, bring harmony to your place. Again, not through coercion or control, but simply through your presence, through your meditative presence. And so you're going to find that by speaking to everybody as an equal, that you build good group effort, you build good group energy, good friendships this week. You truly are the balancers. This energy also carries over to personal relationships. You're going to find that in personal relationships, there's a lot more balance going on right now, that you are really the friend to all who are in need. Also highlighted for you this week, Libra, are issues connected to business development. So if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to expand your business or look at new kind of marketing or things of that nature, definitely focus on independent growth in business. Your key word this week, Libra, is befriend. Befriend the whole world. You're going to be awesome. All right. Excuse me, guys. Our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you are very in tune with your psychic self this week. That's right. Scorpios are going to find that they're natural channels. All week long, it's like the spirit speaks to you and gives you the direction. So your job this week, Scorpio, really is to stop and listen to the spirit rather than to the outer voices around you. Because, you know, this week, as I've said in other readings, it's going to be a little chaotic, a little hectic, okay? And so what you want to focus on is your inner voice, your inner vision. That's really what's guiding you now. You're going to see that that makes work a lot easier because it's like you have the answers and the knowledge before anybody else. And everybody's going to say, oh, the Scorpio guy knew that, or Scorpio girl. So you're going to win simply by your wisdom, okay? Also, in terms of personal relationships this week, you're going to be sensing, because your psychic senses are heightened, how to move forward in relationships. Trust your heart, trust your mind. Your inner world is in sync. Even if the outer world looks a little crazy, inner world will lead you right, okay? Also highlighted for Scorpios this week are issues connected to occult studies. So if you're a Scorpio and you've been wanting to study a mystic science like Wicca or astrology or spiritualism, good week to explore that as well. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is meditate. All right. Our next sign is Sagittarius. That's November 22nd to December 21st. You know, Sagittarius, you are natural leaders. You've got that fire energy. You want to lead, you want to teach, you want to philosophize. This week, you're going to have to put everything on hold. People around you aren't really grounded, and you're going to find, Sagittarius, that by just taking things very slow this week and not letting other people push you, this is where success is. Because if you act in haste right now, it shows that the consequences are not so good. So take your time. Don't let anybody rush you. Stay in your place. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. And let that be your guide this week. You're also going to find Sagittarius in a relationship, very similar energy. Don't let anybody pressure you saying, oh, we have to plan a wedding, or we have to do this, or our parents want this. In your relationships, approach it again from that place of inner wisdom this week. The world will wait for you, so don't let the compulsions of others dominate you this week, okay? That will be your challenge, but you're gonna do it as long as you stay grounded. Don't act compulsively, okay? Also highlighted for Sagittarius this week are issues connected to astrology studies. So if you want to explore more on the Zodiac world and astrology, good week for that. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is wait. Not only wait, make others wait. Okay. Our next sign is Capricorn. That's December 22nd to January 19th. You know, Capricorn, you have power this week because you are an earth sign. There's a lot of air energy, a lot of fire energy, a lot of emotional energy this week. It doesn't move you. Your power comes in your grounded power. You share a lot of energy this week with the Tauruses. And you know, the Taurus's power comes from their strength of stability. You also are having a lot of that energy this week. And so I want you to remember that you can stay in your center no matter what goes on around you. In work, don't feel the need to jump into the office drama or the gossip. You just stay silent, stay out of it. You'll be ahead of everybody, okay? Also in personal relationships, you may find that your partner or potential partner may be a little kind of zany this week. Don't lecture them or say, settle down, you have to do it my way and see things my way. You just stay silent, stay in your center, and they'll calm down and say, did you hear what I said? And then you'll have a chance. They'll be ready to listen, okay? Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to travel. So it might be a good time for a vacation to kind of renew your energies if you can. Even if you just take a few days, even 1 or 2 personal days, that will do you well. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is grounded. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius. That's January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarius, you're very similar this week to the Scorpios. You are in psychic mode. You are feeling the power of spirit. Spirit is channeling through you. Be that open channel. Let spirit lead you this week. Aquarius, you know, you tend to be a lot up into your head. Aquarians are kind of sometimes a little aloof, or they appear that way. But it's because they have so much going on mentally. This week, allow that mental energy to filter and fuse with spirit energy. That's where your success is. Particularly in work, Aquarius, you can feel free to break out of patterns and molds. Think outside the box this week. If you have a standard routine, a well-always way of doing stuff, you may find this week that that doesn't work so well, so you can change up the routines, let the spirit inspire you and lead you, and that'll lead to success. In the area of love and relationships, also Aquarius this week, be open to new beginnings, be open to change. You know, if you're one of these people and you always say, every Thursday my wife or my partner and I go on a date, you know, well, maybe change it up and do it on Tuesday or Friday or Saturday. Be open to transition this week and find that that brings new energy to your relationships as well. Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to shopping and home design and renovation. So if you've been wanting to spritz up your home, go ahead and work on that. A lot of energy present for that as well. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is channel. All right, our last but not least, Pisces, which is February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, this week, you know, you have a natural empathic quality. Pisces rule from the heart. They're very deep feeling people, and you're going to feel the energy of people around you. There's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of upheaval this week with people around you, and you're going to be naturally one to embrace them. But be careful, Pisces, this week. You don't get yourself sidewinded into other people's drama. You really need to stay tunnel vision this week. Stay focused on your goals, particularly in the work area, because deadlines will probably be an issue, and the only way you're going to get that is avoiding your natural inclination to embrace the whole world, okay? So it doesn't mean you hate people, you're being cruel, but it just means this week you've got to keep that extra focus to be successful, okay? In the area of personal relationships, you know, Pisces, this is where you can let your heart come out. You can, you know, share your emotions, embrace those who are in their dramas, and you'll find that you have a great nurturing quality and you have a healing quality this week very strongly as well. So outside of work, you can let that out, but at work, try to be tunnel vision, okay? Also highlighted for Pisces this week are issues connected to performing arts. So good time to go to a play, go to the theater, go to the movies, go to a concert. You know, get out and go to something artistic. You'll have a great time. Your key word this week, Pisces, is focus. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, there we go. We went around our big zodiac wheel. Wasn't that fun? Listen, you know, I got to tell you, and I always say it, but it's true. If you are at a time in your life of challenge, don't give in to panic. Just pause and look to the stars. From the stars come all wisdom and all knowledge. The wheel of the zodiac above us is always revolving and rotating, and that means each day brings a new opportunity for a fresh start and new blessings. So if you're in a time of challenge, don't give in to fear. Let the stars guide you. The stars are our friends and allies. They don't compel us nor control us, but help us to see and illuminate the path on the way. You guys are the best. Listen, I want to say thank you for being here. I'm so excited you're here, and you know, so I get my camera and editing fixed, we'll have better videos with better graphics, but I'm just glad you're here. And listen, if you get a chance, pop over to my website. I'll put the link in the info box below. Check out my books. You want some good summer reading, and it's a good time for that. Pick up some books over there. Robert-Hickman.com. This is my book, Messages from Rose. It's about my work as a psychic medium, working with my spirit guide, Rose. That's her picture on the cover. And I also got Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. It's my insights after my 20 years of Wiccan practice. So I think you'll enjoy that as well. And we have other books there. These are just two, but definitely check out my website, okay? You guys are the best. I love you. I send my blessings to you. Listen, keep it here at Spiritual. We got more coming. Tomorrow is Tuesday. That means messages from the spirit world. So, you know, send me your letters. You know, put your questions in the info box below, or you can write to me at my email at readings@robert-hickman.com. So be back here for that, and we're going to have free psychic readings for viewers tomorrow. You guys are the best. I love you. Listen, we'll see you back here tomorrow, and until then, may you always blessed be.